Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8. 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
11-90.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
11.
From midfield now, Burrow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game with their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. That is taken in by Hurst. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. What a glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down.
12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Into the secondary past the 40. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They run again with Dillon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard.
Here you go. Here we go. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They go play action with Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
61 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst with it. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12.
On 2nd down at 4, Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. And this is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Here's a run with Mixon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Phillips. He's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Rodgers now on first down. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And Crosby puts it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. 26 mark.
They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Dillon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
He rifles complete, caught by Moore. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Just a yard to go here on second down. Burrow looking to pass to Mixon on the check down. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
12.
Again, it's Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Burrow. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He's going to let it go again. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Phillips. He's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. From the gun, it's Dillon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to look deep for more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
On 1st down, Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards. Per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Rodgers going to throw. He'll dump this down to Dillon. It's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Being chased out left. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Rodgers again now. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Touchdown, Packers! Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample.
Drew Sample was a 2nd-round pick in 2019, and the Bengals would sure love to see his role increase with Joe Burrow at quarterback.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
11. Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to run with Dillon. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So this one in the win column.